I would urge all of you to take part in a movement that will demand student loan debt forgiveness. Because that is the only way to stop this commodification of education. And this imprisonment of our generation. Reverend Billy here has decided and volunteered to do a student debt exorcism. But this is symbolic. We have to go mobilize on the ground. For an actual student debt forgiveness movement. Because if we do a national student debt strike, we may even bring down Sally Mae.
Hallelujah. Mic check, hallelujah. Sometimes the mic check makes us preach to ourselves. Did you get goosebumps? When we said together, I am in debt $70,000. Some of us a little less. Some of us more. All of us subject to the attempt by Wall Street to commodify every single part of our lives. My daughter's life. Our dreams. The American dream of going to college. Take that away from any protection. From any electeds, any courts. From anybody who might protect us coming into our 20s. Put it on the market. Let's see how much that American dream. How much money it can make. The president of Sally Mae. I want the police to hear this. More than $100 million a year. Woo! You know you're part of the 99%. You have kids and cousins who want to go to college. Tell it. Let's work together. Here we have $1 trillion. I like this fashion statement. Because the economy of big banks is ultimately physical. It impacts families and children. These banks are famous. For attacking our homes. Evicting us. And attacking the big home, the earth. JP Morgan Chase is the #1 financier of industries that emit CO2. And that's a wave to the people. Whose children don't get to go to college. Because they've been killed by tornadoes last night. This $1 trillion. It's not a policy. It's not legislation. It's not economic theory. It's not a bottom line. It's lives being lived.
It's lives being lived.
And we refuse to live this way.
And we refuse to live this way.
Somebody give me a life. Hallelujah.
Live, hallelujah.
Life, 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 hallelujah.
Live, hallelujah.
All right. Let's come together in the center. Let's put our hands together. All right. You feel the devil releasing from you. Take off that zero. When you feel like your souls are free.
Let it out, let it out.
Yeah.
Freedom.
We're asking mysterious creative force in the children and the young people, college kids, people growing up. You all have power. May that power come through us now.